What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day today. It's been a while since I've done a full walk around the build. I did one about a year ago, and we've had thousands of more subscribers, and I get comments all the time about just the same old stuff, you know, what's this, what's that. So I want to do a full walk around in-depth video, every mod done to the truck, and give you guys a current up-to-date video for anyone who asks. So here we go. So this is a 2022 Nissan Frontier. This is an S model, the base model. It's got a couple little upgrades like adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, and four-wheel drive. Other than that, it's a base model truck. We can start up here at the front. So this is a CA tuned off-road bumper. I just got that put on a little while ago, and inside there is a 9,000-pound winch from Harbor Freight that I have yet to use because the bumper's only been on there a little bit. That worked in pretty well. CA tuned, makes some nice stuff. Really happy with this bumper. Keep in mind, if you guys are going to get a bumper like this, if you have any Z1 skid plates, the radiator skid plate from Z1 won't fit on here, nor will your stock skid plate fit with this bumper. CA tuned does make a bumper, or I'm sorry, they do make a skid plate that works with this bumper. So if you get the bumper, probably go ahead and get the skid plate as well, because the ones that I found aren't going to work. Moving on from the bumper, of course, we got our Raptor lights. Got to have those. We have full LED lights, headlights, and turn signals. Both of those from Lasfit. If you guys want any kind of full in-depth install videos of anything I'm talking about, in the description I will leave a video link to every mod that I've done. And if you have any more like real questions, you can go there and watch the full install, or if you want that product, it'll be on there as well. So from there, we did a full Titan swap on the truck. I'm running the Dobinson's IMS coilovers in the front and pretty much tighten everything else. Moving on to the side here. These upper control arms I actually got for free, so I'm running those right now. I'm not crazy happy with them. I'll probably go ahead and upgrade them. Really looking to get some CJD upper control arms with the Heim joint. I think that'll look really good, and I think it'll work well. So these are okay for now, but I'm probably not going to stick with them. If you guys haven't already, make sure you go down to the store, pick you out some shirts or hoodies. It really helps support the channel. We got a bunch of new stuff in, new designs. So if you see something you like, go ahead and get it and help support us. I'd really appreciate it. Moving on to the wheels, we got a Fuel Clash 18-inch wheel. This is a Cooper Discovery STT Pro at a 305 70 18, and it's got about 50% tread left. These tires have been really good. Very happy with those on road, very good off road. I don't have any complaints on those at all. Moving along, we got the Z1 Snorkel. This thing has really been a little bit of a peace of mind. You guys can see now the fender liner is gone. Here it is. That's the Snorkel tube that runs into the outlet, I'm sorry, the air intake box. But it runs right into there and then up. This thing is pretty easy to install. Again, that'll be in the description if you guys want to check out that product. We've got some NovSight ditch lights. These have been great too. NovSight sent me these a while back. I got no complaints on them. They're pretty bright, and honestly, I've only ever used them maybe 4 or 5 times, so if we're going to be honest. But I got no complaints with them so far. Moving along to the back. Don't mind the junk back here. Like I said, I just got that front bumper put on, so that's the old centerpiece of the bumper you have to remove, and that's the old skid plate that comes with it. Anyway, this here are the BillieBars. This is the bigger, I think this is the 8-inch one. We got BillieBars up out the back. I like it because it's low and it keeps the tint below the top of the truck, which I like that too. These are really nice. I probably would go with a bigger one just because I have the deck drawers, which we'll get to that in a minute. I got the deck drawers, so from the drawers to the deck, I'm sorry, the bed rack, there's not a lot of room. And if I had thought about it more, I probably would have gone with a full-size rack that went all the way up and over. But no complaints with the BillieBars. They've been super solid and they're relatively cheap, so very happy with those. So let's talk about the rear back here. You really can't see very much from the tires, but rear suspension wise, I haven't done too much. Honestly, I kind of cheaped out of the rear. There is some 2-inch greasable shackles from Z1, and that's really it. I didn't do too much back here. I kind of cheaped out. There's a 1-inch spacer back there you can see under the leaf pack. 1-inch spacer, and other than that, that's pretty much it. I do plan on updating all that, but I did the Titan swap. I wanted the majority of the money to go toward the front end, and the rear I did the bare minimum to keep it from looking weird. But I do want to get some matching Dobsons in the back, maybe some MRRs in the back, something nice, some kind of long travel to help with the back. But right now she sits a little low. I do have these wheels and the deck drawer back here, so it sits a little bit low. There's a little bit of a squat to it, but it's not too bad. But anyway, that's next on the list. I got to get that straightened out, because when I go off-road, the springs or the shocks don't really have much travel to them. So if I'm going over like whoops, or if I'm going over something, there's no down travel because they're pretty much already maxed out. So I got to get those updated. But for right now, they're doing the trick. So out the back, we got our deck drawers. And on this side, we installed a battery monitor that I have disconnected at the moment. But anyway, I'll get to that for the reason for that in a minute. But this is a 2 USB chargers, and this is a 12-volt outlet charger I installed down there. I haven't disconnected at the moment because for the winch I had to install, which I'll show you that here in a minute. Over here is a light that runs these Lasfit Rock lights I installed. I riveted them up under the BillieBars, and then when the tent's on here, the lights are on, it lights up this whole area. So it makes it really easy to cook or do whatever you got to do. This side of the deck drawer is really just the garage. I keep tools and fire starter stuff in there. And then everything over here, it's mostly just camping stuff. I haven't really done anything with these in a while. And something is caught. There we go. But you can see it's pretty empty. I only have one box in here right now. I need to clean this out. I started to and then just forgot about it. So anyway, very happy with that. I do think there's better options for the deck drawers. These are really nice. I got no complaints with them. It's just there's cheaper options out there. Honestly, I probably could do 3 like cases back here, you know, and just mount those to the truck, or not even mount them, and I probably would carry just as much stuff. So what I'm trying to say is I don't think I used these drawers for a maximum capacity. I could have got 3 or 2 like Tupperware cases or something like that, use those, and it would have been fine. I do have the Z1 exhaust system, which I'm very happy with. This thing sounds a world better than stock, and I think it looks really good. So we got that up front, and let's go under the hood and we'll show you what we got under the hood. All right, so up under the hood, for performance wise, we got the Z1 intake with the box. There is the Z1 intake spacer. You see it right there. Manifold spacer. And that's pretty much it. Those 2 and the exhaust is all we have for performance wise. This here is our Blazer system that we're about to replace. Right now this controls the lights through a little remote. I'm about to replace this with another product that's being sent to me that's going to work much better, but that was from AutoZone for like 20 bucks, and it pretty much gets the job done. Let me show you how that remote works. So you got a remote just like this. Each one of these is wired up to that box, so which button, depending on what button you push, will depend on what happens. So if I turn the Raptor lights on, they'll come on. Turn it off, the ditch lights, again, just with the remote. This is really cool, but the one that's going to come in is more, I don't know how to say it. It's just a bigger pod, and it's easier to see, and there's more options. So I'm going to mount that inside. But for right now, for 20 bucks, you can get this at AutoZone. This thing was great. All right, so on the inside, not too much is done in here. All I've really done has been a screen protector for the screen from Screen Protect. That was easy to install. Come in pretty handy because I do wipe the screen down with my ring. Sometimes I think about I might scratch it, or if I wipe the screen out with my hand, I don't want to scratch it. So that was really nice. They also come with a speedometer and tachometer screen cover as well when you order one of those, so that's pretty cool. Up here we got the Bulletpoint mounting system. This thing has been great. I've got no complaints with this. They do offer you a wireless charger adaptation you can put right here, so if you want to put your phone here and just have it wirelessly charge, you can do that as well. Because on the base model, on the S trucks, this portion down here, this pad is not a wireless charger. It's just a pad. So anyways, other than that, not really too much done in here other than our patches, which you got to have a start of those. If you guys kind of like these, check out my buddy All Things Overlanding. He's got these patches and they're pretty cool. So anyway, that's pretty much all we've done to the inside. Nothing really crazy. The inside's kind of nice as it is. Oh, I did put a steering wheel cover on because my hands get dirty really easily and I like having a cover, and I thought this looked dope. So anyway, we got that on there, and everything else is pretty much stock. It's out back here. We did get some LED lights for the reverse light, or I'm sorry, the cargo light and the third brake light are also Lasfit LED lights. They're really nice. It was easy to install, and it makes a big difference, especially at night. It'll light up quite a bit, so pretty happy with those. For bump stops, I did upgrade to the Durobumps right there, the Durobumps. Those things make a huge difference. It's funny, you wouldn't think that, at least I didn't think, that bump stops would make that big of a difference off-road, but these Durobumps are wonderful. It makes such a big difference. I did a video on those too. Did a video on pretty much all of this, but they make a really big difference, and I'm very happy with those. I would buy those again immediately. If I bought a new truck, the first thing I do after getting a little lift and tires on there would be the bump stops. They just make such a big difference. So pretty much everything I got here performance-wise, from the Snorkel, the intake spacer, the air intake, the exhaust, all came from Z1. Again, all these products will be down in the description if you guys want to check them out. Obviously the front bumper was CA tuned. All the LEDs are all from Lasfit. BillieBars for the bed rack, and obviously deck drawers for the decks. Other than that, I'm really happy with the build so far. We got a few other things that's got to get done, like our locker that's going to go in the rear, because right now we have both open diffs, so we need to get that fixed, and we need to get our M205 front diff ready to go and installed. If you guys follow the channel at all, you know I got an M205 front diff at the house, waiting to be rebuilt and installed. That's going to be next on the list after the locker. So the locker comes first. Well, that was big. The locker's going to come first. The M205 is going to get done after that. And then we'll be fully tighten swapped up front. And we should end our CV axle braking issues, maybe. But other than that, she's pretty much good to go. I've been really happy with this truck so far. Haven't had any major problems. I got a little bit of a transmission issue currently, and it's very minimal. If you guys watched the previous video, you'll know what I'm talking about. I won't go into a bunch of detail, but it's not undrivable. It's just a small little hard downshift into the first gear. Shifting up gears is no problem. Shifting down into the last gear, into first gear, it's like really rough, really hard, like jerks you around a little bit. But other than that, no problems with anything, even with the 35. So other than that, that's going to be it for this one. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.